How to fix your life as a man in 2026. Let me explain what this video is about and give you a quick run through, and then I'm going to walk you through an exercise, okay? One thing I've noticed in coaching is behind the physique, the nutrition, the training, the look is the mindset. And a lot of men struggle mentally. I've struggled mentally this year, but there's ways to fix it, yeah. There's ways to get realigned, there's ways to overcome it. A lot of men get defeated and they're down and out, they're down, depressed, and they just give up. I don't believe in giving up. There's always a solution, there's always a way out. Once you're at rock bottom, there's always a way up from rock bottom. You just got to figure out what that way is. Sometimes these videos, these YouTube videos I'm posting, like my training one got 176 views. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if I was sat in a room with 176 people, it's a lot of people. So this exercise I'm going to walk you through, probably going to help a lot of men. I know it is. So this is the reason that I'm doing it, okay? I'm trying to give as much value as possible in this channel. So what I'm going to walk you through now is an exercise that I do with myself every single year. I've polished it off this year, I've added some more stuff into it, but it helps me massively. Had a little bit of a dip this year at some point, and this helped me massively. It helps my clients, helps anyone that I give it to. If you don't know where you're going, what your goals are, you're struggling, you've got no clarity, you might even be like low motivation, feeling down, depressed, stuck in life, this is going to help you massively. I promise you that now, okay? This is why I'm doing it. So I'm going to walk you through this exercise. The sheet that I'm going to walk you through, you can get off me completely free. Just message me on Instagram. I'll show you how to do it at the end, and I'll send it for you for free. No catch, I'll send it over, okay? And then when you go to fill it in, come back to this video, come to this timestamp now, wherever we are now, and let me walk you through it. I'm going to walk you through it now as if you're filling it in to make it a lot easier for you, okay? Because you might get stuck, but I'm going to walk you through it step by step, okay? Once you've done this, you will know exactly who you are, what you believe in, what your goals are, what your likes and dislikes are, what you need to work on, and then you'll have an action plan to start achieving it. So you'll just wake up the following morning with like clarity on what it is you need to do. I promise you that now, okay? It's powerful. Don't underestimate this exercise and think it's some crap little video on YouTube. This is really, really good. This is something I use myself. It's a powerful tool, okay? So there's 8 exercises we're gonna go through. Identifying what's working, what isn't working, what makes you feel like shit, what makes you feel good. I'm gonna go through these in detail in a minute. Number 2, goal setting. 3, your beliefs and values. Men never write these down. I never used to write them down. Number 4, what does the perfect day look like for you? Number 5, what does the ultimate life look like? Exercise 6, what does work and business look like? Exercise 7, identity shift, who do you need to become? And exercise 8, creating an action plan, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through step by step right now. So eat 10 of each when you start this, okay? So things that make you feel like shit, not good, and then a solution and exchange, how can you fix it? So some examples: going to bed late, snoozing your alarm, drinking alcohol, could be a person, a place, an environment, a relationship. Something that you do on a day-to-day basis that makes you feel like shit, it doesn't make you feel good. Identify what it is, 10 things, okay? And then 10 ways to resolve it. So some examples: set a sleep schedule, quit alcohol, limit your alcohol, end certain relationships, change environments, change where you are. Look at your 10 things that you don't like, yeah? Come up with 10 ways to find a solution. How can you change it? It might not be instant, but it might be something you can work on. How are you gonna fix it, okay? And then I want you to come up with 10 things that make you feel good, and what should you keep doing? And then how are you gonna keep doing it, and what do you need to do to make sure that it can improve and stay in your life, okay? So examples: getting up on time, morning walks, getting tasks done, hobbies, people, anything like that, okay? What are you gonna do to keep it? Example: keep a morning routine, walk at 6 a.m. every morning, morning work block 6 till 10 a.m, hobbies, keep relationships, whatever it is. For example, me, right? I enjoy getting up early in the morning, no phone, no social media, going on a walk and having a black coffee. That is a simple thing that I do that makes me feel good, gives me clarity, and I keep it in my routine, I keep it in my life, okay? There's certain friends that I want to keep in my life because they make me feel good when I'm around them, so I spend more time with them. There's certain work tasks that I enjoy doing, so I do more of them, I double down on them. And then there's also things that I don't like: relationships, people that I don't want to be around. You ever been with someone and you just leave and you feel drained and you think, God, that was draining, I feel like shit. I just don't be around those type of people anymore, okay? So 10 of each of those. Exercise 2, goal setting. What are your goals for right now in 2026? I want you to write down 10. What do you want to achieve and get crystal clear in it? Some examples: get in peak shape, quit alcohol, cycle 100 miles, build a business, start a side hustle, whatever it is, and then how are you going to achieve it? So it could be hiring a coach, stop hanging around people who drink alcohol, purchase a bike. If you want to cycle 100 miles, you're gonna have to get a bike, start a business idea, start a side hustle, hire a mentor. 10 goals you want to achieve for 2026. Don't be scared of it as well. You know, if there's something you want to do and you think, oh, might not be able to do that, write it down. If you want to do an Ironman, you want to do an ultra, write it down. If it's terrifying, write it down. Those are the things that are going to excite you, okay? Especially when we get to the end. 3, beliefs and values. If you don't know what these are, here are some examples. These are something that's overrated. One of my mentors made me write this down once. And when I wrote it down and looked at it, I was like, that's who I am, that's what I believe in. And it made things different for me in a good way. Okay, values. Some examples of values: consistency, discipline, dedication, integrity, honesty, loyalty, resilience. There's stuff that you value, okay? So what 10 things do you value? Now, beliefs, I struggled with to write a few down, but some examples of stuff you could believe in. These are examples, okay? So progress is built through small, consistent action. That's something that I believe in. It's not gonna happen overnight. Progress happens through small, consistent action. I believe in that. That's a belief, okay? I'm capable of improving my body and health at any age. I believe in that. I believe you can improve your health at any age. That's something I believe in, okay? So you get the message. Write down 10 values and 10 beliefs, okay? Now, very, very important, the perfect day. What I want you to do here is write down what your current daily routine looks like from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. Write it down in detail, every single hour of the day, okay? Don't miss anything. If you spend 4 hours sat on the couch like a couch potato, write it down, identify it. If you spend 6 hours running around like a headless chicken, running multiple businesses, write it down, okay? Every single little detail. If you have a power nap in the evening for 20 minutes, write it down, identify all these things, okay? Write down what your current daily routine looks like. And then what I want you to do is write down what your perfect day looks like. So if your daily routine right now wasn't, didn't matter, and you had like a dream life, a dream routine, maybe you want to have a lie-in, wake up at 9, you want to work till 12 midday, and then you want the rest of the day off and you want to spend time with the family and kids. What does your perfect day look like if there were no limitations? Write that down, okay? From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. Exercise 5, the ultimate life. Write down what your ultimate life looks like. 10 points, okay? Where do you live? What do you look like? Are you in shape? Who's your partner? What car do you drive? What does your business look like? What's your salary? How much are you earning? How do you feel? What does your routine look like? Write down what the perfect life looks like. If you could snap your fingers and have the perfect life, what does it look like? Write it down, get clarity on it. When you write it down, you'll look at that and you'll think, whoa, that's what I want my life to look like. And if it doesn't look like that right now, the last exercise is going to show you how we can get it. Okay, work and business, important one. I want you to write down 10 things you hate about work and business. Whether you've got your own business, whether you work, or whether you're not working, or you're thinking about working, or you're in a situation like that, whatever it is, whatever you do to bring money in, write down 10 things you hate about it. What don't you enjoy doing? What do you hate about it? What do you dislike? Write down 10 things, identify the things that you hate, and then write down 10 ways you can fix it or work on fixing it. You might be in a position in work where it might take a little bit of time to fix it, but still write down how you're going to fix it so you know this direction and you know it can be improved, okay? For example, hate being told what to do. Start looking at ways you can work for yourself and start a business. You don't like working hours 9 till 5. Change your working shifts, change your working hours, get a different job, work for yourself, start a side business. Brain rot, no creativity, different role, new mission, new goal, new things to work on. If you're in a position where you're just monotonous and you're like, oh, change it. Write down an action plan, how you're going to change it. Flip side to that, 10 things you love about business or work. So what do you really love doing in work? What do you love about business? What do you love about your work life? How can you double down on it? How can you make it even better? How can you further improve it? 10 ways to do that, okay? So 10 things you hate, 10 things you love, write it down, get clear on it, okay? Identity shift. So all of these things, right? Your goals, your beliefs and values, your perfect day, your ultimate life, work and business. Who do you need to become to achieve these things? Think long and hard about this, right? Who do you need to become? Because who you are right now isn't the person you need to be because you're not getting what you want. Example, a disciplined man, a dedicated man, A man who keeps promises to themselves and others no matter what. A man who dresses well, grooms well, looks after his appearance, fresh haircut, shave, face care products, etc. A man who helps others whenever possible. All of this stuff is important. If you're watching this right now, right, you're fat, you're out of shape, you've not had a haircut for 3 months, you've got a grizzly beard, you don't look after your skin, you feel down, demotivated, you don't help anyone else, you don't think about anyone else, you don't work on your business, you don't work on yourself. Who do you need to become to change that? You need to be someone who thinks about other people, looks after his appearance, has a fresh haircut, looks after his skin, works out, looks after his health, looks after his diet, looks after his training, is in shape, switched on, focused. That's the person you need to become. So if you're in the person where you're stuck, write that down. Flip side to that, you might be in a really good position right now. You might have a fresh haircut, you might be in good shape, you might dress well, you might present yourself well, but you might need to elevate to that next level. You might need to dress even better. You might need to get up 3 hours earlier, become even more disciplined, work on extra business tasks, hire more people. You might need to take from here to here. It doesn't matter where you are. Who do you need to become to achieve all of these things? It's an identity shift, okay? I did this and I wrote it down, and I've changed the way I do things. I've changed the way I act. I've changed the way I speak to people. I've changed the way I perform. I've changed the way I think about certain tasks, because I've written down 10 reasons of who I need to become to achieve what I want to achieve, okay? Last one, exercise 8, the action plan, and there's 20 sections on this, okay? What you're going to write down is how you're going to do it and the date that you're going to take action to do it, okay? So 20 reasons. Go over the whole sheet you've just filled in. Look at everything. Look at your goals, your beliefs and values, your perfect day, your ultimate life, your work and business, and your identity shift. Look at all of it. Then write down 20 ways you're going to get to work on achieving all of this. It could be quitting your job, starting a new job, starting a side hustle, getting in shape, hiring a coach, hiring a business mentor, removing certain people from your life, getting more people in your life, changing country, changing location, selling your car, saving money, selling your house, saving money. All of these things, write it down in order of how you're going to do it. 20 ways, step by step by step by step by step. So for 2026, what are you going to do to make 2026 the best year of your life? How are you going to fix your life? If you're in a shit position right now, write down 20 ways you're going to come up with an action plan to achieve it, okay? And that is the full exercise. Once you've filled in this exercise, you've identified things you love and things that you hate in your life, which is really important because people just overlook them. You've set goals, so you know what you want to achieve. You know your beliefs and values, which men never look into. You know what your perfect day looks like. You know what your ultimate life looks like. You know what life you want to live. You know what work and business wants to look like. You know the man that you need to become to achieve these things, and you have a 20-step action plan to achieve it, okay? Once you look at this, it's all in front of you. You are gonna feel totally different because you never had this before. Now you know what you need to work on. You've got absolute clarity. You know what you want. You know what's holding you back. You know what you need to do. You know the man you need to become. It's clear as day, okay? Promise you that now. Once you've watched this video, if you want this sheet, just message me on Instagram. Just put sheet, S-H-E-E-T, just put sheet, and I'll put an automation in place so it'll send you the spreadsheet so you can get it instantly, okay? So there'll be no back and forth. You'll get the spreadsheet, you can fill it in, and then if you need help, once you've filled it in, just drop me a message and I'll answer any questions that you've got, okay? But come back to this video, go back to the timestamp as if I've just walked you through it, and fill it in detail, okay? This video is gonna help. This is why I'm putting these videos out. This has helped me massively. You promise you once you do this, your life is gonna feel totally different. You're gonna know exactly what you're doing, okay? I'll wrap this video up here. It's been almost 20 minutes now, but I hope this video helps. A little bit outside the nutrition and the training and the coaching, because this is the important shit that I do outside of that, okay? I'm very switched on, very focused. I know what I'm doing. And a lot of men aren't like that, okay? So this is one of the things that I do to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Any feedback, I would appreciate it in the comments. If you've not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I don't get a lot of views on these videos just yet, which is fine. Like I said earlier, 170 people in a room is a lot of people. So I appreciate everyone watching these videos. If you are watching this, I do appreciate the support. And make sure you stick around because I'm gonna keep banging value out like this, okay? So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Drop me a message on Instagram if you need any help.